Hello everybody, welcome to Dark Souls with Funzyr. This is part 7. Today we're going to take on Havel and get a little payback on the golem that killed us in the last episode. So, to get to Havel, we now have the ring, or the key that will allow us to get there. So let's head there. Hello. You like an arrow in the head. I'm going to cut out a lot of this run back because it just takes a while. Okay everybody, I've made it through the Undead Burg. And now, here we are. You'll recognize this as the area that we fought the large black knight at in order to get the blue tearstone ring. A couple of hollow warriors and soldiers. So, to go to the first boss, well the second boss, the Taurus demon, we would go up these stairs. But if we go to this door, we can use the Watchtower basement key that we just got from the Moonlight Butterfly, from defeating the Moonlight Butterfly. Let's top ourselves off. So we head down here. You notice there are a couple landings. We're going to come back up to this one. But that's Havel. A lot of people say that that's the soldier of Havel, but I actually think that that's Havel. So in order to beat him, shield up, circle around, backstab. Yes, it takes quite a while, but if you're, as you backstab him, you can actually, he'll actually turn around when he stands up, and that's your chance to get around behind him and get in a a quick backstab. Keep your shield up, circle him, you can also roll towards him. You can also roll towards him, but make sure you stay behind him as much as possible because his weapon hurts. Just a couple of quick backstabs here. We got him about to half. Shouldn't be too much longer. Keep your shield up. Keep circling around behind him. And we'll cut out the run back. Okay everybody, we're back. Let's try this again. I added a little bit more armor to myself. And I switched to the halberd, which is probably my preferred moveset. Top ourselves off again. Let's get down here and show this guy who's boss. Grab our souls. More importantly, our 6 humanity. That's the main reason that I fight them up here, is because that way when I fail, I can get my souls back without too much trouble. Keep him targeted. Keep circling him. You can see we do a lot more damage with our halberd. So this fight's going to be over much quicker just by choosing a better weapon. Circle him. And one more hit. And that's how that's done, guys. Just changing your equipment out can make such a huge difference in this game. So while we're down here, let me show you something else. This door actually leads out to the Darkroot Basin. And you'll notice there's all the golems again. Bait the attack. Try not to blind yourself with the tree. Oh, he dodged that one. Soul of a nameless soldier. Alright, let's head over here. Bait the attack. Bait the attack. Oh. We just missed. Alright. Bait the attack. Stay away from that. Watch out for that crystal attack. That will hurt you quite a bit. And one more. Alright. There are 2 golems left. Notice how the Hydra did not respawn? That makes our lives are much easier. Bait the attack. And stab him. Circle him. See, that 90 means that we got him in an off-balance attack. That was, that's good. That means that he was off-balance from dodging, so we got a little bit of extra damage to him. The Hydra no longer respawns, so he is gone. We don't have to worry about him anymore. Let's head back here, get some revenge. So one thing you can do when you're running through something like the water here that slows you down is you hold down your circle and you keep spamming your triangle. And if you look at my stamina, it keeps going up and down and up and down. That's because I keep switching between 1- and 2-handed weapon. You continue to run, it just makes your stamina last a little bit longer. So here's this golem. Let's get him this time. L1, I neglected to mention this before, but L1 is your zoom in and zoom out when you have your bow equipped. One whole damage. Yeah. That'll get him over here. So what I'm going to do to make this fight easier on myself is I'm actually going to kite him back over to here. If I can get him to follow me. See, we only do 57 damage to him, as opposed to the 64 we were doing to the blue ones. Bait the attack. And then attack him back. Come on over here. He doesn't care much for getting shot, huh? I think he's hard tethered. He won't come any further. Of course, I could be wrong. Well, we just learned something today. All you have to do is stand right about here and he won't actually come close enough to hit you. Except possibly with his jump attack. So we'll keep our eyes open for that and see what happens. Just a couple more hits here and we got him, guys. And should be the last hit right there. When he dies...
So, 'tis thou who rescueth me. Most gracious, I am deeply obliged. I am Dusk of Ulisil. I cometh from an age long before thine. I cannot stay here for long. So, before I disappear, allow me to ask one thing. My home, Ulisil, is the home of ancient sorceries. My hope is to pass this profound knowledge to thee, with thine approval. Would this be of assistance to thee?
Sure.
My heartfelt thanks. I am pleased beyond words. Then I shout, engrave my signature. If thou art in need, pray summon me from my signature. It seems that my time is done. May the great flames guide thee.
So we'll come back here later. This is actually the area for the DLC. That golem was guarding her because she is a important part of the DLC. But I'm actually glad that I'm hollowed. I get to show you guys something. This is the only NPC that you can summon when you're hollowed. It's also, you can't summon anybody else. This is her summon sign. When I hit it, it does not actually ask me if I want to summon her. It just automatically summons her. She doesn't do anything for you except sell you stuff. And her signature is all around in this area. It might be a little bit in the water or on this side of the stone, but it's generally in the area of this large stone. Okay. Now, onward and downward. We're gonna head down to Lower Undead Burg today. That's our next stop. And we can get there pretty quickly from here. It's really nice how they have all the different levels pretty closely connected here. Just head back up this tower. And then we'll head back to where the Taurus demon was. Well then, looks like everything's respawned. Okay. So here's the Taurus demon's bridge. The guys up above have respawned, so you're going to want to weave a little bit as you run. And their arrows will actually follow you all the way as far as this doorway. So you need to make sure that you duck around the corner for that to protect yourself. Use the basement key here. The basement key we picked up right behind where the boar was, where that large door closes, the big gate. And this is one heck of a slide, huh? Alright, before we actually go anywhere down here, we're gonna go up these steps. Okay, that'll take care of all of them. Now we'll just sprint back here. We'll actually rest at this bonfire. Woo! We got lucky, huh? Alright. Let's start by taking this guy out. Since we rested, everything respawned. Just have to get these guys because they make running across so much harder when they're alive. And let's take care of him. Missed him with the second arrow. Be aware of where you are. When I backstepped over here, I was right there. Another backstep or so, and I would have fallen off and died. So let's do the Lower Undead Burg. I'm just going to keep the halberd for this run through. Yes, you can fall down there. And it doesn't kill you. Another thing that is good to do would be to drop your summon sign here. A lot of people have trouble with this area. Not the area itself, so much as the main boss of the area. He is definitely one of the bosses that kills the most players the first time. Usually many times their first time. The rest of the area is actually pretty easy.
Somebody, please let me out of here. Somebody, anybody, help me. Unlock the door. Damn, I'm finished. How did this ever happen?
Who's in here? You have to use the residence key to get in here. Even if you own the master key, you still need the residence key.
Brilliant. You opened the door for me. Thank you. I'm saved. I thought I might never escape. I am Griggs of Vinheim, a sorcerer of the school. I am much obliged for your assistance. Thanks to you, I may now resume my travels. Oh, hello. I'm fine. I will rest a while, then return to Firelink Shrine. And I will be more cautious next time. Besides, I have an important task at hand.
Generally, it's best to roll and break those barrels, because if you hit him, you really just don't want to fight him.
I'm fine. I have... Besides...
But with him, there is a whole bunch of sorcerer's equipment. That's the starting equipment.
I have my sorcery. Besides...
That's the sorcerer's equipment, the starting equipment if you start with the sorcerer. Don't screw with the ones that are holding the torches. Okay, don't even try to do anything but kill them. Okay, don't play with them, don't parry them. They don't give enough souls to be worth it. And it only takes a couple of hits from that fire to kill you. So on that note, we're just gonna shoot these guys. Because the extra 4 souls just aren't even worth the risk. Now here's a part that will get a lot of new players. What we're going to do is we're going to switch to our blood bite ring. And you'll see how we get that meter. That is our blood resistance. We're going to wait for it to reduce. Once it gets down to 0, we will be safer. The next guys are going to ambush us. Also, they have a lot of bleeding damage. So one of the ways to beat this ambush is this door up in R2 and this door up in R2. And you'll actually clip through and be able to kill them. Now when you run down here, you've only got this guy. Who didn't even want to fight. No, I've heard it said that possibly these are females. These corpses, these thieves. I don't know. Here's a mail breaker. It's a weapon that you're pretty much just not going to use. It's not strong enough to be worth spending the time on. Down here there's actually another ambush, and it can get kind of nasty because there are these 2 dogs down here. They also do bleeding. Alright, looks like that dog's not going to do anything. Alright, so there's one dog left. Get him. Then in here, we'll find the thief set, black leather, all that. And in here, large soul of a lost undead. And that's most of the level already. This is actually the boss fog here. But if you look to the right, you can go down these steps. Draw him out with an arrow, and I'll show you why in a moment. Anybody that runs down and tries to get him will have to deal with this one, which becomes quite nasty. Running around here, there's a door that's locked. You actually get the key for that door off of the boss here. And we'll go up here and explore real quick. Always a good idea to explore as much as possible before going through a fog. We will also change back to the blue tearstone ring. No, let's go with Havels Ring. And what that does is it increases our maximum equip load from 60 to 90. We're still at mid-roll. However, we can put on another 16.2 pounds, if my math is correct, of equipment before we would be at slow roll. So what I'm thinking is let's go with a whole night set. And we're still 10 pounds below slow roll.
You still have your senses about you. Then why won't you buy some of my moss? I need your souls.
This vendor is awesome. You need, mostly you're gonna need about 5 of these blooming purple moss clumps and about 10 purple mosses for a normal run through. She also sells humanity. Prism stones are useful later in the game and we will get them. Poison arrows are very necessary later in the game for our build. We'll come back for them as well.
Come again, if you please.
But one of the best things you get from coming up here is actually a shortcut back to Firelink Shrine. So let's go back to Firelink here. And we'll rest. That way, if we die on this boss, which is probable, we won't have to run back as far. And we won't have to deal with either of those ambushes that we triggered. Also, it'll give us 2 more Estus flasks. So, as far as I'm concerned, that's a win all around. And then we'll go and we'll give the boss a couple of tries. Let's repair while we're here. And let's see if we can level up at all. Nope. 900 short. So let's go with this. I'm gonna cut out this run back just so that you guys don't have to waste time watching it. Pee also. Let's get there. Alright, here we are. Back at the undead vendor, the female vendor. And let's make our way back to the Capra demon. Very rarely these guys here will actually drop their armor. It's not bad for a dex build that is gonna want lighter. That's gonna want lighter, lightweight armor and things. Here we are at the Capra. Okay, the easiest thing to do is, of course, you're going to want to kill the dogs to start. And then the rest of it is just a matter of baiting the attack and then attacking. And not dying. Alright, we'll come back and try this again. So here we are. We're back at the fog for the boss. Let's do this. Stay back in this corner. Dodge. Third time's a charm, everybody. Third time is a charm. Top ourselves off. Thank you so much for joining me for this episode of Dark Souls with Funzyr. Until next time.